I ask for the truth on behalf of Amy Johnson concerning if her children will go back to live with her. Will her children go back to live with her? I ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we just cut the deck for you there, Amy. And where the deck splits, after asking on your behalf for the truth, where the deck splits is where it's thought to be at its most energetic point, which holds the truth for you, does it not? We'll just move the cards to the side for you there, Amy, and we'll establish what's been going on just recently with the first card. This is the recent past. We do 3 cards, past, present, future. This is the recent past. In this case, it's the recent past, about a moon phase behind. About 3 or 4 weeks or so ago, isn't it? That would be. And then the next card represents Amy Johnson right now, in this situation that she's in. And of course, what will happen is the real question. Will you get your children back? Well, for the foreseeable future, around about the next 3 or 4 weeks or so, what will happen? That should be depicted in that card there, all being well. But first of all, we'll pull out the first card and let's just see what energy there is going on, what's vibrating there for you. And what has vibrated, then you could say, couldn't you? Let's just flip the card nice and slowly, just to see what its energy is. Oh dear me, you've got the element of fire. This really, I suppose, is probably the reason why things have happened in the way they have. You've got the fire signs, the zodiac fire signs, haven't you? And they are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I suppose the controlling sort of energies. But either way, just indicating really that just recently reckless actions led to some form of conflict. Something that somebody did, it resulted in an argument. This is over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so there, Amy. This is not that long ago. I don't know what's been going on here, but certainly this has led to thundering great. I'm not just on about a disagreement here, I'm on about a thundering great row. Thundering great argument. I don't know what this has been about, but it's clearly something that somebody's done. I don't sort of sense as though it's anything to do with unfaithfulness, though, or infidelity, as you'd call it. I don't feel it's anything to do with that. I don't know why. I could be wrong, and it could be literally that, but I'm not sort of sensing as though that's the priority reason. Why? Yes, there are, of course, issues of welfare issues and things like that. If that's been a case or an issue, of course, if you haven't got the money to support children, and usually somebody else may have, I don't know. And this is a custody thing, isn't it, usually? But either way, there's been a thundering great argument just over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so, because of something that's been done, something that somebody did. I want to pull the next card now. I want to see what's going on here. I want to see what energy is vibrating. I want to see what how this ended up. The winds of change, in the sense of your surroundings undergoing some form of transition because of this. Well, of course it will do, won't it? In the sense of whatever's happened, somebody probably may have actually said, things have got to change around here, Amy, because this is no good, or whatever's happened to you, whatever you've done. Why I'm thinking it's you that's done it, I don't know. If you intended to do it, whatever it was that was done, I don't know. Well, I didn't mean to, but it's resulted in, I don't care, there's no need for this, no call for that. You should have known better. I get this sort of thing coming from it, I don't know why, I'm just getting that. I could be wrong, in a way, Amy, I hope I am. I really do hope I'm wrong here, because I want to now pull out the next card. I want to see what the immediate future is, and I want to see the hand of fate. Forces beyond your control will intervene, Amy, with this custody case or whatever it is there. I don't know if this is the authorities or somebody or something getting in the way, but forces beyond your control means, of course, the law or the authorities or whatever this is. But either way, you've got no power over this, Amy. For the foreseeable future. Will you get your children back soon or whatever? If the question was, will I get my children back soon, the answer, you know, is no. Later, we don't know. For the foreseeable future, forces beyond your control intervene. Something or somebody is getting in the way, or not supposed to getting in the way, but certainly somebody's interfering, maybe in an official correction, interfering in an official capacity. I don't know if this could be social services or what this is, but I don't like the look of it, Amy. I really don't like the look of this, because maybe wherever your children are, they are being well looked after. That's all we can hope, isn't it? All we can hope is they're being well looked after. Of course, children need their mother and things like that. They need contact with the mother. But if there's something been going on, I don't know what's been going on, Amy, at all. This is between you and whatever or whoever it is, of course. I want to pull another card. Well, actually, I don't want to pull another card, but I feel I should do here, because for some strange reason, I want to know what happens to these unseen forces around about between now and the 22nd, as the 22nd of March, as would now be. Moving on to April, of course. I want to just see what this is about. You've got the element of earth there, and of course, regardless of, you can get yourself out. This is really a get out clause for you, or a means of getting out of this and getting these children back. Although unseen forces, the authorities, social services, or whoever they are, somebody else's lawyer or whatever this is, somebody making a good case to keep them away from you. The element of earth. Notice the earth signs there are Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. If you're one of those signs, then this may help you. Either way, it'll help you in the sense, after what happens around about March time. In April, I suppose it's the new financial year, isn't it, April? Or it is where we are, anyway, where I am here. Maybe in around about April time, you will, after what's gone on, of course, let the hand of fate dish out what it has to do first, in a sense, see what happens after the winds of change blow now, see what forces beyond your control actually do first, and then the element of earth offers up the opportunity for you to do something sensible, to get your head on your shoulders, so to speak, to sort of try and think logically, to be reasonable, to use a bit of common sense, not just to go all overboard, maybe in a fit of rage or screaming your head off in some sort of way, going mental over it, but keeping your head on your shoulders, keeping you cool really, and just being pragmatic about it, being sensible, just using common sense, reason and logic, and thinking about what you can logically do about this. So sitting and thinking sensibly about how you can get your children back. If there is something that you've done wrong, because let's face it, some wrong has happened here, some reckless action has led to this argument or whatever. If it was the action itself that led to arguments and the kids got caught up in between, then should those kids be taken away because of a disagreement that you had with somebody? That could be an argument that you could make. Yes, if somebody's beating the kids black and blue, then of course you take them away. But either way, if you weren't beating your kids black and blue and it was an argument between you and him or your partner or whatever, and this is nothing to do with either that way, shape or form, if this is a divorce case even, this is obviously a quarrel between you and him. This is not a quarrel between you and your children. And maybe, of course, by thinking logically, reasonably, commonsensical about it, you can convince somebody to come round, not so much to your way of thinking, but to come round to a logical conclusion, in the sense of not even persuade them that he has manipulated the situation to either get custody or to get the kids off you or whatever, but or whoever it is, if it's him or whoever it is, if you're a single parent, whoever it is, somebody's mother or somebody like that, somebody interfering, you could, but using common sense and reason and logic, putting the logical, putting the facts as they are, like a mother needs to see the children, to see her children, she needs regular contact with them, and something's wrong here. Everybody claims to be the victim in any dispute, we know that, but are the children being used as a punch bag, and if so, is that a logical reason, or is that a reasonable, logical, commonsensical thing to do? If not, you can use your logic, reason, common sense, you can utilise reason, common sense and logic, and you can put that case forward. This really is the make your case card, where they are making their case, or will be making the case very soon, between now and over March, the period of March, sort of 22nd of April to the 22nd of March-ish sort of time. I suppose by looking at the, you can sometimes get some idea of what might be going on by looking at like the phases of the moon or something like that, can't you? Whereas, of course, we had the new moon on the 15th of February, didn't we? And that was a way back in the first quarter for healing any situation on tomorrow, I suppose, on the 23rd. Time may be of the essence for you there to as the hand of fate takes hold, time is of the essence to try and heal the situation, and magic will peak on the 2nd of March. So if you want to banish anything and you want to use your common sense and logical thinking, and you want to get grounded in the situation, and you want to banish whatever it is that's causing it, then from the 9th of March onwards, the last quarter up to the new moon on the 17th of March would be a good time there. That's, I suppose, getting nitty gritty with dates, isn't it, if you want to do that. But of course it's not an exact science, it's a bit of a dark art even that, so using the moon phases alone, but maybe if things happen around about those dates, then at least you know why they're happening, don't you, from a magical point of view, even if nobody particularly will believe you if you mentioned it. And that's why you don't have to mention it. You keep it between you and yourself, and you just give them a wink or whatever, yeah, whatever, and then you keep it to yourself, and you can use that to help you. But really, it's about April is about getting grounded, isn't it? And once you're grounded, you can think more clearly, and that is what it's about. But for now, whatever's been going on here, Amy, I honestly don't know. But if you're in the right, which everybody claims to be the victim being penalised by others. But it's a soul-searching thing, isn't it? And we all have to sort of start getting sensible now, maybe, and asking ourselves searching questions as the winds of change blow, and as our surroundings undergo some form of transition into the next phase, which you won't have much power over. But either way, you can find time to get yourself grounded and prepare yourself for making a case, a logical case. And maybe then you might find where your true strength lies, where your true power lies. It's more of an earthy energy than a watery, emotional sort of, or fiery energy that just leads to conflicts and arguments. And we just start arguing, and name calling and point scoring gets us nowhere, does it? But when we're grounded and we're logical thinking, we can basically just bring anybody down, because they are too busy being fiery where you're being earthly, and that's the key to it, isn't it? But whatever's gone on here, Amy, I honestly don't know. But let's hope that Spirit has offered some guidance, and let's hope that we can get this one sorted. But for now, these cards have spoken.